What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail, man. This gonna be a doozy. Brittany Griner. So, um, guy stopped in the airport in Russia, being detained. Might face 5 to 10 years for, vaping with that marijuana oil, with that cannabis oil in a foreign country. And do I think that's a dumb thing to do? Absolutely. But I'm not gonna actually just say that part, because this is one of the problems that I will say about people who are rebellious and especially this drug thing. When I say people are crackheads or act like crackheads, when you go into a foreign country who's notorious for putting a hammer on people and you just still think I'm gonna do what I want to do when you go there, drugs is definitely a problem in your mind. There's definitely a problem. Like, you willing to put it all on the line, and like, that's definitely a problem. But this is where I want to actually go with it. The WNBA recently, they had the little thing where the women should make just as much as the men, but they don't generate as much money as the men, so that's asinine. But they don't want to market themselves in a sense to make as much, to make more money, because personally, I was actually I saw the first season of the WNBA at its inception, when the Comets won. And I don't know how they let the Comets go defunct. The Comets was a dope team. Tina Thompson, Cheryl Swoops, Cynthia Cooper was actually the best baller. Kim Peratt, she was my actual favorite player, actually. She died from cancer, but she's dope. She's dope. But Lisa Leslie was in L.A. I forgot the lady, the center that was in for the New York Liberty, because it was just dope. But Dawn Staley was, I want to say, was in Washington. But I say that to say this: the money isn't there, so these ladies got to go abroad and play to make up the money, to make more money. So they don't make as much here as they do abroad, because it's a market for it abroad. It's a bigger market, rather. So they're basically playing year round, which in a long game, is going to do great for the sport, because of the U.S. not embracing women's basketball and it not being entertaining like it once was. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're taking their game globally, so the market globally is probably what's gonna help them generate revenue probably in the next 5 to 10 years. So all the ladies in it now, in this era, this last 10 years, they're pioneers. They're not gonna reap the benefits, but they're gonna be pioneers. And Brittany Griner is one of them. But the weed thing, I addressed that. But that's the basketball part of it. Now, the other part of it, because we talked about it in our space a while ago, like 2 years ago, Brittany Griner was married to another WNBA player, and I think they got it annulled because the woman got pregnant. And then basically Brittany Griner was put on child support. So she pays and I think it's still to this day, she pays like $2,600 a month for kids, obviously, that she ain't the biological dad to. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm not mistaken, the ex-wife, who the marriage got annulled from or divorced or whatever, I remember when it happened, that lady was, I think she went back to the dude she got pregnant by. So now basically they're a couple and they have 2 kids together. I think it was twins. Might be wrong. It's a while ago, but they're back. They were together, had the kids. Now Brittany Griner is sending them a child support check for their kids in their house, and old girl just thought it was okay. And I think she kind of backed off of basketball because she had a bad, it made her look bad. And for me, I'm like, this is part of the reason why in my opinion, Brittany is abroad playing too, is because she got child support payments for kids that ain't hers because she wanted to take on the man's role, and she got played like plenty of men do. And I thought about that in the sense of saying, what kind of stress would make you take weed to Russia? And I was like, if she's still paying that child support, that's probably a albatross hanging over her head, and that's aggravating, and it'll stress you out that going to foreign countries, busting your butt to make some money that you send it to a chick that has kids that used to be your wife, and she's with the dude that the father of the kids, and you taking care of their kids while they're in the house with the kids. It'll be aggravating as them up. It'll just be aggravating. Even if you paid it all in full and got it out the way, it'll still be aggravating. You know what I'm saying? Because that was at birth. So, $2,000 a month, $2,600 a month is, you make it 27. Let me carry the one. You feel me? So it's 27,000 plus, it's 32,000. So 32,000 a year. For 10 years, it's 320,000. For almost 20 years, because it's almost 600,000. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? So, if I'm not mistaken, she just got remarried. Brittany Griner just got remarried. So, it's a whole life that she just lost $600,000 to this chick for, and not getting paid a better salary, and getting high in a foreign country or whatever. Is it worth it? No. But could that amount of stress do that to you? Yes. To make that silly decision? Yes. So she might lose 5 to 10 years of her life in a prison somewhere in a foreign country. And of course, baby mama gonna have her in a foreign country getting, you owe child support for my kids that ain't yours. And so when you come out, you got the interest. Like, it's that type of situation, in my opinion, which sucks. But, so I feel for her. I ain't gonna front. Like, share, but I'm done. Like, share, subscribe, or die. Try and catch you on the next one. Peace.